But now we got our final topic. We're recording this an hour and 30 minutes on the dot after the trailer for Superman dropped. First, it was the teaser, which had a mixed reaction. Now, the trailer, which has a slightly more positive mixed reaction from people online.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's
Okay, so we're
surprising.
gonna go. I did my like reaction, so we're gonna go around in a
Mm.
circle. Tristan, what
Mm.
did you make of the trailer?
Like it didn't blow me away, but it gave me optimism back that this is gonna be an enjoyable version of Superman, a more idealistic version of Superman, because like one of the things in it is that we also see a vulnerable Superman for one of the very not for on screen that he's battle damaged, and it seems like he just got done fighting, and instead of just sitting there and healing on his own, he whistles for Crypto to come, and Crypto does, the cartoon dusk kicks up and he comes over and he tells Crypto to
There's
take
that
him
James
home.
Gunn Scooby Doo.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
and most people think he's gonna, pick him up and fly him home, but most often he's probably just gonna drag him home, which is the funnier option. So
It's gonna be like, Clark, what took you so long? Yeah, crypto had to drag me for 3 weeks back home at
He's
semi
arguably
super
far
speed.
worse than when he was at the beginning. It's like,
Right? Yeah, yeah.
it's missing skin from going over concrete and everything.
But that's
and
also something people brought up. Why is Superman bleeding after falling? I'm like, well, maybe he's not as powerful. He hasn't absorbed enough sunlight. We don't know how they're gonna frame his powers, right? Like,
yeah,
obviously he's
Maybe it's because
Superman.
when Superman's absolutely invulnerable, it's boring as shit.
No, Mitch, no, you don't understand, Mitch. Yeah, yeah. Which
But in
again,
the comics, it's this. I don't give a crap.
which is why, again,
Like,
the
make
TV
him
side of
vulnerable.
Superman makes him more human. They depower him a lot. They balance out. They find ways to write his powers down. Smallville did it. The CW did it with Supergirl and Superman. So, like,
Mm.
I think that's good. Okay, Mitch, what did you think of the trailer then as a whole?
I went into this like I don't give a crap.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I do not care. I came out loving it. The only thing
Mm.
I have it's not even a dislike. It's nothing like that. I just could have done without it in there. I wanted more scenes of Superman. I wasn't a huge fan of them showing like Lantern, Hawk Girl, and Mr. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I didn't need to see that in here. You could take those
no,
out.
it's like
Put in more
yeah,
Superman
technically,
scenes.
because we saw like Guy Gardner, and I was like, wait, is that Guy? And I was like, oh, they're going with the '80s costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, apart from that, I genuinely really enjoyed how it's all it's just him getting back up, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The whole thing is just like, no, I just gotta get back up, just gotta get back up, just gotta get back up. It's like, you know what? That's the tone I think he needed for this.
And I do like that they got like the doubt in the trailer. People like there's people
Yeah.
throwing rocks at him. But if you look at that and how the trailer is framed and what we see from the set photos, it goes as the Justice League International is fighting the kaiju, right? Superman
I
shows
chose
up.
it too.
Kaiju's, right.
Mm.
Superman shows up, helps them. There's going to be a lot of collateral damage. We can see that in the trailer. He lands, and people are like, who's this guy? He just caused damage. They arrest him, or he willingly gives himself up, goes in with Argus, and then he has the breakout scene because he's only being held because he's making them think they got him. Clearly, things are going to get so much worse out there that he breaks out, he goes, we get to Lex Luthor framing him. Like, this trailer
Yeah.
and the set photos we've seen gives you the entire film. Like, it's
Yeah.
all there, you know?
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
even with the interview about the trailer, like things are established, and one of the things that they said in the interview that is established is that at this point in time, Lex already knows who Superman is, and he completely hates him at this point. So you don't have to
Yeah.
have like an origin story, because for what Gunn has said is that Superman is not an origin story, and it's technically a standalone because it's not going to be inherently setting anything up. It's what the next
Right.
movie is
Like
going to be doing.
Supergirl in this at some point.
Yeah.
He did also tease like a day ago doing an interview about lanterns where he said there's at least two little things in this film that hint towards two upcoming projects, one of them being lanterns. My guess is Guy Gardner is going to get a call or he's going to be like, hey guys, kaiju showed up from planet X379. Call in our two best turns to investigate, and that's it.
Oh,
it's going to be like
I thought you were going to go.
Like, who's
different way.
closest, sort of thing.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
getting
So,
there.
send in the Earth guys.
No, yeah, I mean, I thought you were going to go somewhere completely south, like Guy Gardner gets shot, and that's where the other lanterns come in to see what was going on. But
Uh-huh.
I can like this trailer. This gives me like kind of like a hope that Gunn gets the premise of Superman. It's not this overly dramatic, Jesus inspired person.
Yeah.
It's just a person that's just trying to do the good thing and be a
Right.
better person consistently. Because for as powerful as he is, if he can be a better person, then a normal human can be a better person.
Mm.
And that's what I usually get from Superman. Is just the theme of trying to be a better you. So
I mean,
And
that's
it's hilarious that people are fighting against it in the movie. It's just like, okay.
yeah,
Of course they are.
How
I mean, of course they are.
Yeah.
That's literally what they do, and
yeah. Especially when you say that Superman or Clark is an immigrant. No, he's not. You're like, yes, he is.
No.
Objectively an illegal alien.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
He got adopted by U.S. citizens. So yeah.
He
I
doesn't
mean-
have a visa to work here. He's not married. I say here like that's American brain not kicking in. Oh no, just what I need.
It's just weird because like people don't want like Superman to usually stand for hope, making all these saying this is not my Superman. Snyder's the only one who can get him correct. I'm like, no, he didn't get him correct at all. And this boils down to even like complaining about Crypto not being some type of Labrador and being a mutt
Oh,
essentially.
good God, yeah. People are so
He's
dumb.
not. He's
like,
not a mutt. He's actually a pedigree. Just can't think.
Are you sure? Hey,
He's a pedigree. Yeah.
Superman didn't forge it.
No.
you say pedigree, and all I picture is Triple H doing his finisher because I'm a wrestling mark. I don't know what you're talking about.
That means he has. It just means he has papers that he is the type of breed that they say he is.
Oh, okay. All right. It's see,
Pedigree is a whole thing with dogs. So,
Yeah.
whole
Hmm.
thing.
It's like if it doesn't have papers, then it's a mutt.
I have this like weird feeling that James Gunn is gonna. James is gonna push that heartfelt angle, right? Like
Oh,
he's trying to
100%.
make us care about a robot in this trailer, okay? Like it's
Which is kind of hard. I'm like, who the hell is that robot? I don't get it. Like, who
yeah,
is
that's
it?
a little like
Yeah.
who is this? Yeah. But again, like it's a different approach, I
Yeah.
guess.
And I'm also surprised, like, especially with like Hot Girl and Guy Gardner, that you actually get to see Mr. Terrific in this. So
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and
And-
I was surprised that the T on his face is actually a mask.
Yeah.
oh, it's not
yeah,
face
yeah.
paint.
No, it's actually you see it slightly raised.
No.
On the
Sorry, because I
side.
wasn't like paying attention that much. I just saw him. And then for people who don't know, that this is technically the second Mr. Terrific, not the first.
Right.
The first one
yeah.
was a white
Yeah.
dude.
Yep. Did they go woke? Oh,
Well,
they're gonna go
well,
broke.
Now,
They're going
now,
broke.
now they are, because when people found out that this is the second Mr. Terrific and not the first one, and that's where that thing came in. Is why isn't the first one? I was like, because the second one, for better, the second one is the more well known one, and that's why they're going.
I was gonna say it's the Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, or Wally West, Barry Allen. People that grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s. Wally West and Jon Stewart are the superior versions. It's like that was our generation's characters.
Yeah, and the more well known one, because it's like, especially going back to the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, where he went to Hal. Most people didn't know who Hal was, and they thought that Stewart was the original Lantern. So
Yeah,
that's just that.
exactly. Like, my wife was like, "Wait, hold on." There was like when we first met and we were talking, and she was like, "Oh, I like comics and all this stuff," and I was like, "Cool." And like we were talking about some of our favorites, and she was talking about her favorite Flash and her favorite Green Lantern. Again, Jon Stewart and Wally West, and I was like, "Oh, actually, I kind of like the original ones." And she was like, "Huh." I didn't realize that these weren't like the characters. I'm like, yeah, it's like a whole generation. So like, I like what they're doing in this. That's clearly a generational film. Like Hawk Girl. Hey, can now people stop complaining about her suit because it looks good in live action when we see it, just like all their suits do, because they're militarized Lord tech?
The only one,
I
the
was
only one
going
that
to
was
say, aren't they all supposed to look the same? Like, that is
Exactly.
literally the point.
That's the point. Yeah.
the only one that surprised me was Guy Gardner because I didn't think they would actually do the '80s outfit for Guy.
And his hair looks ridiculous.
The bowl cut.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Does he survive this movie?
In most of the stuff he usually does, but he gets beat up really badly though. But he
He's
usually
native Philly, does he kill him off or does he keep him around?
they'll probably
Right.
keep him around because the whole stick with guys usually he gets beat all to hell, but he usually deserves it because of his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, that's something. All right.
So my only big concern about this movie is there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
Like,
Yeah.
you've got all these kaijus, you've got Luther, you've got the Justice League. It's like, this is going to be either a sprint of a movie or a lot of it's going to be like.
Yeah, with everything, I can see why now it's not an origin story and everything's set in motion already. So
Yeah. That sounds about
probably just gonna
right.
get like a montage of Clark growing up and getting used to his powers, and then it goes into him at the Daily Planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Everyone knows Superman's story.
That's
It's
true.
totally fine.
That is true.
The only I'd laugh to myself when watching it. I was the second time around. I was like, "There's something different. This looks different.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's something about it that just looks off." And I think I came to the conclusion that I've just got MCU brain rot. I'm so used to everything looking like the MCU. It's like this,
Right.
This genuinely looks different. It looks like
Is
an
it the
actual
colors?
tangible suit. I think it's not the colors. It's just the way everything doesn't look flat.
Yeah.
Like he's laying in
Yeah.
the snow, and you can tell it's not a CGI suit. It's actually a suit he's wearing.
Yep.
Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't look flat. There's a tangible like 3D-ness to it.
Like,
Also, it
I
might be
guess-
the way it's all shot in IMAX. I don't know,
Mm.
but
How do you guys think about this rendition of the Superman theme? Because you can hear it slowly in the background.
I like.
I like
it.
I like the John Williams riff.
Which I know people are complaining about. It's just like, why? Like,
Yeah, it's different, but it wasn't like
Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, it's different, but it's not like it's horrible or anything. I was like, oh, like using
Right.
different instrumentation. Okay.
Yeah.
it's got
yeah,
like
yeah.
an 80s techno vibe to it. Even
Yeah,
though it's
I
on
like it.
guitar.
Again, it's different. It's clearly there's a DC style that's going to be different than the MCU style, which I think is welcome. Overall, I'm happy with the trailer. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's a good first outing. So
I mean, it's better than the teaser trailer, which didn't really offer anything, and people got mad for 3 seconds.
yeah,
It's a teaser trailer.
But they wanted
True.
to see Superman for 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, they can wait a day and a half, whatever it was.
true. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.